Hi there, this is Janeman coming to you from Pienaar Saddles. Today I want to explain the huge effect a seat shape, the way this actual seat is shaped will affect the rider. So here at Pienaar Saddles I spend a huge time and dedication to understand gender-specific seat shapes and trying to come up with the best shape possible for each individual rider. So here's just a random seat, but what I want to show is it needs to support the pelvis, the base of this whole spinal column. And if the pelvis is rotating one way, backwards or forward, or wants to be spread apart, the ligament here, the pubic symphysis, you will be either in pain or out of balance fighting to stay in the seat. Doesn't matter how tall the cantle is, how high the swells are, you will not feel secure. What will make you feel secure is as if the pelvis can sustain a neutral place and float in that spot, and the way the femurs come out is more of on a natural angle and the low back can be straight. That will help your riding tremendously. Understanding the difference in the male and female pelvis and where the muscles attach. For instance, in women, the gluteus maximus muscle attached higher up in the back of the pelvis. That's the reason you have nice round butts. Anyway, that'll also push you forward if you have a straighter up cantle. So yeah, if the cantle lean back, you'll have an easier time keeping your pelvis in a neutral place. You'll see the picture on the left, the pelvis is being rotated forward through no fault of the rider. It's just the saddle is forcing it to do that. In the picture on the right, this saddle is allowing for the pelvis to sit more neutral. That allows the low back to be straighter, which will have you be more secure and definitely look more elegant while riding. So how did I come to figure out the different seat shapes that worked well? Well, definitely by riding tons of bareback and also riding a unicycle. And that taught me how to get the pelvis in a place where nothing is holding it in a certain position. But if it changes position dramatically, you will have no balance. You will either fall off or be sliding out the back. So that's why it's so important to keep the pelvis in a neutral position. So the best case scenario then is not to be stuck or forced in any way, shape or form, but allow that pelvis to do its job, and then therefore you'll naturally engage your core strength. You won't be behind the horse's motion, you won't be in front of it. You'll be a lot stronger trying to rope. You won't just want to fall out the saddle when the horse spooks. The list just goes on and on of the advantages. So it comes from to test that, I've devised a plan or a strategy where you can test it like muscle testing, what they use in kinesiology, and it's foolproof. You cannot fake it, and it absolutely tells you each and every time when you engage your core. And I'll go ahead and show. This particular saddle I did not make, but it belonged to a client of mine, and it was a great saddle. She loved it, rode in it for years, till I mentioned to her that you can actually don't have to fight yourself coming back when you canter or sit, but it all starts the way it forces that pelvis to rotate forward a little bit. It creates a slight lordosis in the low back, and then it makes the body shorter, and then we've been through it all, and here's the muscle testing part. So Denise, don't let her push you down, okay. and then remember the feeling, and then Judy, you'll just go ahead and don't let her push you down. Do that again, one more time. Good, thank you. So it's pretty obvious to see that she has no core strength engaged. Anyway, here's a saddle I made for her according to her body type, and you can see when she sits in it how more elegant the whole picture is, and that low back is straight and not curved like the previous one. We'll do the same thing with the same pressure, Judy, so Denise don't let her push you down. Look at that.
Amazing.
You're not cheating, are you?
I'm not. No. How could we be cheating?
Look at it.
That's even harder than I pushed the last one.
You pushed harder, and you couldn't. Your body stayed. You didn't try. So it's twofold. Your core strength got engaged because your pelvis sits in a balanced position, and you're not even trying.
No,
So
I'm just holding my hand out.
it's a difference between the way to see the shape for your body. So, and then you can imagine what that'll do to your riding. You won't get thrown forward. You'll stay even in the saddle. And if you horse spook, you're not going to just fall off because you are balanced. I mean, you might fall off, but you come from a place of core strength. So you can see the huge effect that the seat actually has on the rider, and a lot of it is subconscious, but it's there. And if you understand what to look for according to your own body style and shape, you can search out the saddle that's going to complement that, and so you can achieve your goals. But first, you need to understand what you want to accomplish. And like I tell many people, just sitting in a saddle, and you say it feels comfortable. Well, so is my couch, but a couch is not made to support you in forward momentum, and that's actually what a saddle is designed to do, is to help support and stabilize you and protect the horse's back. So put all those things together and search out the maker that can help you accomplish your goal via building you a saddle that'll support you in the long run. Happy trails. If you want to know more about the subject, I'll be happy to talk to you. Look me up, give me a call, and yeah, that'll be fun to talk about right here at Pienaar Saddles.